Hello and welcome to the Darlington College Learned It, Living It podcast. I'm delighted to be joined by the nursery team today. Welcome, how are you doing?
Hello, good, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, we are shooting this a bit out of order, but we're editing it a little bit. If you hear some noise in the background, it's because we have some fantastic students from the nursery. They are students, right? Students of life. We have them in the background, and we have actually just interviewed them before doing this bit, and we are going to cut to that shortly. But obviously, before we get into that, I wanted to say hello and get you to introduce yourself. So please, from the end, work your way along and please introduce yourselves. Tell us what you do.
Sophie. Work in the Red Room, preschool room.
The Red Room at preschool, yep.
I'm Georgina. I'm the room leader of the preschool room.
Okay.
And I'm Kelly. I'm the nursery manager of the Childcare Centre.
Fantastic. How long have you been the manager?
Just over 2 years.
Brilliant. Oh, we can hear. It's okay. We probably can't hear them. It's fine. There's some giggling off camera if you can't hear that. So you've been at the nursery for 2 years.
Yes.
Who do you cater for? Tell me a bit about the nursery and the setting.
Anyone and everyone, really. We have children that come that are directly linked to the college. So we have some students that have children. We have staff that have children that we sort of provide a service for. And then we have external users that are not linked to the college. So we do take a little bit of everybody, really. So it's quite varied, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so whether you work at the college, you're a student at the college,
yeah.
or just from outside the college.
Absolutely,
you're welcome.
Take everybody.
Ah, brilliant. And it's very unique, isn't it, for a college to have a nursery?
Definitely.
What do you think, what do you think the benefits are of having the nursery on site at the college?
I think especially in relation to taking children that are students or staff members, it's one drop-off, isn't it? You're all on the same site. It makes it a bit more convenient for getting to and from work and getting to the studies that they need to get to. It just supports them a little bit more in managing their time. They don't have to think about another drop-off elsewhere, and they can sort of just be on campus immediately when they walk out of our front door, really, can't they?
Yeah.
It's convenient for them.
So, with that in mind, what sort of hours do you operate the nursery then around?
So we open 8 till 5:30 Monday to Thursday, and 8 till 5 on a Friday, and in school holidays.
So that sounds to me like it's very similar to any other nursery, basically.
Yeah.
Just because it's on college, it's not actually any different.
No, not at all.
Fantastic. So when you're obviously, dealing with these fabulous young people off camera that are running havoc with the head of marketing off camera. Obviously, what are you looking for to support all the children, obviously, in their development while they're with you? Guys?
Doing what they want to do, asking them what they want to do that day, group activities, or like doing one-to-one based on that child that day, maybe. Having a plan for the day, because you need a plan to work with them. Really.
I had a plan when we started recording the podcast. It went out the window very quickly.
Plan
come on to that in a minute.
Very unpredictable. That's what children are.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Every day's different.
Yeah, exactly. Right, with that in mind, what we're going to do is we are now going to cut to the interview with the children in question that are currently under a chair off camera. And you are going to see and hear from them what fantastic individuals they are. I have some incredible guests. They are not students of Darlington College in the traditional sense, but they go to the nursery at Darlington College. So, hello everybody, how are you?
I'm alright.
You okay? LeBron's giggling already. So your name is LeBron over here. We've got Finley. Give that camera a wave. No, just a wave. There you go. And then we've got Lacey and Harper. Do you want to give that camera a wave? There we go. In the middle. So do you go to the nursery at Darlington College?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I've got some questions that I want to ask you. Okay. Are you ready for the questions?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So this question is going to be for Finley, and then I'm going to ask you, Harper, okay? So, Finley, what are your favourite things to play with at nursery?
Toys.
What toys do you like to play with?
Trains.
Trains? Describe the trains for me.
Big trains.
They're big trains. So you like playing with the big trains. And what games do you play with the big trains?
Train tracks.
Train tracks. So do you build train tracks at nursery? That's fantastic. And do you do it with friends?
Yeah.
Who do you do it with?
Lacey.
With Lacey. Do you like trains as well, Lacey? Yeah? Fantastic. So,
I like driving a train.
you like driving the train. So, do you like driving the train as well?
And I do.
So who's the chief track builder? That's the question.
Me.
All of you? All right. Okay, fantastic. LeBron, what do you like to play with at nursery?
The monster truck.
Monster trucks, that sounds incredible. Who do you play with at nursery?
Milo.
Milo, brilliant. And do you play monster trucks with Milo?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
And also Spidey with Milo.
Yeah, as well. Spider-Man,
Yeah.
did you say?
I have got a Spider-Man costume.
You've got a Spider-Man costume.
I've got Elsa costume.
Elsa costume? Do you have
And
any?
I got Sleeping Beauty costume.
That'd be my favourite. That's why I'd pick Sleeping Beauty, because I'd have a little snore. Is it?
Hello.
Right. Okay. So, how old are you all? Can I just ask? So, Finley, how old are you?
3.
3. How old are you, Harper?
3.
How old are you, Lacey?
3.
And how old are you, LeBron?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a 4-year-old on the end over there. How do we feel about that,
Yeah,
guys? Is that
because
right?
soon I'm going to go to Hayfield.
Oh, you're going to go to Heathfield School, are you?
I'm going to tell my mummy.
Really? You're nearly as tall as your mummy? Yeah. Oh, well, that's fantastic. At the age of 3, that's
When
really impressive.
I will be 4. I'm going to be my dad.
When you're 4, you're going to beat your dad in height. You're going to be bigger than your dad.
I'm going to be a bad guy.
You're going to be a bad guy.
Finley's house. And
Are you?
I am going to be a bad guy as well.
Are you?
I'm going to Finley's house.
You're going to Finley's house and you guys can be bad guys together, yeah?
Finley going to my house as well.
That's fantastic. Right, I'm going to ask
going in
you.
your house, but why am I a bad guy? Why?
It's a good question. It's a
When
good
I'll
question.
be a bad guy, I'm going to go in my house.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how we got onto bad guys, but let's talk about some things So apart from being a bad guy, which we all seem we want to be today, what sort of things do you get to do at nursery? What do you get to...
outside.
You go outside at nursery, what have you got outside? What do you play with and what do you do?
I'll be on a pirate ship.
You-
And bikes.
Pirate ship
And bikes.
and bikes, yeah.
I go on the pirate ship and I go on the bike.
You go on the pirate ship and the bikes as well?
I'll go on the pirate ship and the bikes.
Okay.
I'll go on the pirate ship and bikes. I got the pirate ship and the bikes.
What do you do, LeBron? What do you play with?
Everything outside.
Everything. Can you tell me a few of the things that are outside?
A kitchen.
Yep. Yeah.
And pin bags. Pin and bucket.
There's buckets. What else is the Harper? You tell me. Outside. What sort of things do you play with outside? What was that?
It's a jingle song.
What are some of your favourite activities to do when you're at nursery? Apart from letting Lacey giggle like that. What are some of your favourite activities? What do you like doing?
I like doing pictures.
Oh, what pictures do you draw?
I draw dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
It was Arthur's birthday.
Was it?
My birthday last week. My birthday was in September.
Was it? And there we go. Fantastic.
And my birthday's next is going to be in September. My birthday's going to be in September as well.
Is it? Are you all suddenly born in September?
Hello.
Are you two all right with that microphone over there?
Hello.
Right, do you reckon? What nursery rhymes do we like to sing at nursery then? Have you got a favourite nursery rhyme?
I like bones.
Like what?
Bangs.
How does that go?
I like bang, bang, bang,
Oh,
bang,
bangs.
bang.
Right, okay. Do any other nursery rhymes that
Hello.
you like? Yeah, LeBron?
Hello.
Right, Harper, what's your favourite nursery rhyme?
Hello.
Pirate ship.
I like bikes.
What nursery rhyme have you got?
Bikes.
Do you know Twinkle Twinkle? How does Twinkle Twinkle go?
Twinkle, little star, my daddy drives a rusty car. Put your hands in us to joke. Off we go with a boy, my smoke. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Oh, well done. That was fantastic. What a good job they did, guys, don't you think? Yeah, really well done. Oh, we've got a round of applause as well off camera. There we go. Fantastic. Right, okay, down to the really important question. What are your favourite things to eat at nursery?
I like broccoli.
Broccoli?
I like broccoli as well. And potatoes, potato banana.
Broccoli, potato, bananas?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Any other things, LeBron? What do you like to eat at nursery?
I like beans.
Yeah.
And cheese on top of the beans to mix them together.
Oh, that's one of my favourites.
I like broccoli, but I like beans and potatoes, and then beans on top of potatoes.
So broccoli on potatoes and then beans on top of the potatoes. I love that. What do you like, Finley? Other than beans, pick something else. What do you like?
Hello. Sausages. Hello.
Sausages. What do you like, Harper?
Mum can work a finger off. Broccoli.
Sausages and broccoli. That is a good selection. I have got another question. So, might need some help from off camera. But what sort of visitors do you get to come see you at nursery? Who do you get any interesting people to see?
Bella.
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 Who is Bella?
A dog. A dog.
Ah. And what did you get to do with Bella?
I'm Stroker.
Stroker, yeah.
I'm Feeder with sticks.
And feed her with sticks.
I'm Feeder with ladies.
Were they dog chews by any chance?
No.
No, they were actual sticks.
When
They were sticks. Okay, off camera, they were sticks.
When they eat sliding.
Okay, and what was Bella, like an assistance dog or a therapy dog? What a lovely thing to have. Yeah. What a lovely thing to have in nursery. I understand that you have a dance teacher that comes in called Gemma. Yeah? I don't know why. But, however, do you remember doing some dance lessons with Gemma?
Yeah.
Right. LeBron, you're going first. What sort of things have you done in your dance activities?
Doing Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, that is an absolute classic. I like Baby Shark myself. What else? What sort of moves do you do to Baby Shark then? Do you remember the song? Do you tell me how it goes?
Daddy's stuck down there. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, baby little shark.
Anyway, that was fantastic. Well done, Finley. Thank you so much. Finley, what life advice would you give anyone that is growing up?
A plant.
A plant. That is fantastic. Let me get, is that because... I'm going to have a go at this because I think I know where you're coming from, Finley. Finley, is that because a plant establishes long roots in the ground and grows and develops over time? Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Okay, Harper, your turn. Harper, so what life advice have you got to anyone about how to live a good life? What? Flowers. We're on a plant and flowers theme now. Okay, that's fair enough. I imagine for the same reasons. I'm going to jump to LeBron and then I'm going to go to Lacey last. So LeBron, what would you say to people? What life advice would you give them to live a happy life?
Love.
Love. Yeah, that is really nice. And why do you think that's important?
Because it'll make them happy.
Yeah, it makes people happy and you can look after each other, can't you? That's very thoughtful, LeBron. Right, Lacey, what life advice would you give somebody if they want to live a happy life?
I will give them a hug and a kiss.
Oh, that's very nice. That's like LeBron's one, isn't it? Sharing some love. That is very, very nice of you.
I love them. Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Can I ask you one more question? Can I sneak one in?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy nursery?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask you what are your teachers like?
Georgina and Kelly.
Yeah, and what? And who's that?
Sophie.
Right. What do you like about your teachers at nursery? The what? They're kind. Right. What do you like about your teachers at nursery, Lacey?
I like Georgina
And why do you like Georgina?
because it's important.
That's very nice. Anything else you'd like to say about your teachers? Anything nice you'd like to say about your teachers?
Me.
You want to say something? What do you want to say about your teachers? Do they help you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do they help you with?
Some hammers.
They help you with hammers. Do
With
they help you with reading and activities and helping you play your games with your friends?
I read books because I'm a boy.
Do you? That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yep, there is a game of rock, paper, scissors going on in the background.
Come on, baby.
I've
Come
loved
on,
this.
baby. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Who's winning the rock, paper, scissors over there?
Baby.
Are you-
Rock, paper, scissors. Come on, baby. We're doing the same race. Come on, baby. Rock, paper, scissors. Play. Play. Now I'm winning. Come on, baby. Rock, paper, scissors. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. The same. Come on, baby. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Come on, baby. Jump. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Okay, right, guys, listen in. Have you enjoyed your time on the Darlington College podcast today? Yeah. I would like to say thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you telling everybody a little bit about your nursery. It's fantastic. I am now going to be interviewing some of the teachers, but I'd like to say to you guys, thank you so much, and it is much appreciated. And a big thank you to Lacey, who's just off camera over there. Hello, Lacey. Thank you so much, because we are so grateful for you coming and telling us all about what you do. Okay, I'm going to let you get down now. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. So I'm sure you can agree they were absolutely delightful. How well did they do in the interview? It's
Absolutely
fantastic.
amazing.
Did really well.
What was your favourite bit of the interview? Mine has to be the game of rock, paper, scissors that started in the corner while I was trying to...
Definitely. That was
I think it was Finley's a plant.
A plant, yeah. Any life advice? A plant.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Really nice to
Inspired.
hear LeBron say that love was important as well. That was
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
very kind.
It's kind of instilling our values, which was lovely
very
to hear.
proud of them.
Very proud.
Yeah, so with that in
proud.
mind, tell me a bit about the values. What are you trying to work with the kids?
Just obviously teaching them some basic rules for life, really. So kind of having that respect and that kind of caring nature and being kind to one another. And, you know, we always say kind of kind hands, don't we? And, you know, like just basic rules and boundaries. So it's just nice to see that they're actually taking that in.
Yeah.
But it's the most important stage of life, though, I
course it
think,
is.
early years. It's the foundation for going, especially in Red Room, when we're preparing them for school. It's
Yeah.
just so important that
So
they
is that
give
what
them...
Red Room's all about?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Especially at this time of year, we're just getting... The big focus is school readiness.
Yep.
So 2 of those children are going to school in September, and 2
Yep.
will be staying another year.
So what sort of things are you looking to do to support, obviously, that child?
It's mainly independent skills, because obviously they need to be able to be independent when they go to school, so they're ready to learn. We don't teach them the reading and writing. We give them a love of books, we give them a love of drawing, but then just let them be independent of how to put their own coat on, feeding themselves, going to the toilet, which is very important to the children.
Yeah.
It is very
Managing their
important.
feelings.
Yeah, and then
isn't
managing
it?
their feet and looking at their emotional side and be able to behaviours of how to be at school,
Yeah.
how to cope with sharing, taking turns, all important life skills. But
Can be tricky.
Yeah, absolutely. They're wrestling with a lot of emotion trying to understand,
Definitely.
trying to
There's a lot
process
going
and
on in
understand
their
what's
life.
going on. Yeah, as we all are, even as adults, you know, and
Definitely.
it's great that you can get them off to that good start in the early days. And obviously you've got, do you want to tell me a bit about the visitors that you have in? Because we had a dance teacher put forward that one of them forgot about.
They all do the dance.
And a dog that eats sticks. So tell me some of the, apparently the dog did eat sticks. So, but tell me some of the visitors, if you can, the different people that you maybe get on site and things like that.
We have Samantha Green comes and read stories. She writes her own books and illustrates books. So she came and read a story to them and then did some artwork with them, which was really beneficial for them.
And how do you, obviously you work with the kids every day, how do you see how do they change when they get someone in from the outside to talk to? Obviously it's a fresh face. You know, how do they interact with that?
Well, obviously they're very excited. Like, especially with Gemma, they'll go in and like they know her, they know what they're doing. Yeah. So they're very excited, but they know their manners. Like when someone comes in, they know that like if we tell them like we need to be quiet and polite, they're very good with it. But yeah, obviously they're very excited and rushed at first.
Yeah, there's currently 4 of them cuddled around Simon's camera crossing, taking hundreds of photos, as we can hear. Enjoy those, Simon. Sorry. Obviously, it's important to engage with the parents and support them on journey because you're influencing and working with these children on a daily basis. How important is it to build that positive partnership with the parent?
Hugely important.
It's so
it's
important.
one of the most important things because for the children to be able to see us engaging with their parents, and that's how we learn so much of a partnership between the two.
Yeah.
That we constantly talk to them. We have a family app which we communicate with them daily to let them know what they're eating, but then also send them photos of what they're doing during the day. So the parents always know, and then we include them with home learning and ask them to do things at home and then bring things in or talk about what they've done just to carry on the day.
Yeah, so a real team effort, making sure that you're integrating with home and they're
we have like a parent partnership group as well, so we have some parents that are actively part of that group that I meet with each term, and we share ideas and sort of I ask them of any ideas or input that they would like us to implement at nursery, so it's kind of listening to that parent's voice as well, which is really important, and then we sort of implement that into practice, don't we? So
yeah, absolutely, it sounds fantastic. And then my other question is obviously children with SEN, special educational needs, how are you supporting those children at this point?
Hugely, every day in all of our practice that we do. So I'm the nursery Senko, so I have lots of meetings liaising with external professionals that we invite into nursery. So we have various professionals that come in ranging from speech and language to physiotherapists. We have the inclusion team that come in to support as well. But all of those children have kind of little SEN plans and targets that they're currently working towards, which I oversee alongside the room leaders of the children that are in that room as well. And obviously just having that up-to-date knowledge with parents, we have those regular meetings to sort of talk about the small successes that are really important to celebrate and where we want to go next with them, and if anybody else needs to be involved, like referrals and other agencies and things like that. So I
think people often overlook nursery in terms of their understanding of what's involved.
Massively.
Because obviously you're talking about plans, you're working with the individuals, you're supporting them with new experiences, you've got a parent group that you're integrating, you're supporting the kids at all levels, whether it's just from basic life skill, like feeding yourself, putting on a coat, and things like that, to actually reading, starting to write, draw, things like that. So I think it's really good to hear how you're supporting all of those fantastic kids over there that are now touching the lens of Simon's camera. Grubby fingerprints all over. But yeah, it's fantastic. So the other question is around healthy eating. Obviously, healthy lifestyles is so important. So what sort of things are you doing? I mean, they answered it like
amazing,
like you'd scripted it, because I said, "What's your favourite food at nursery?" It was
all
broccoli.
All of the vegetables, I know.
Broccoli, cauliflower. There's potato, and obviously beans and cheese. So yeah, what you're doing around healthy eating with the kids.
So we actually hold a Healthy Early Years Award that was awarded by the local authority. There's not many settings in the town that actually do hold it, but we do. It has an aspect of the healthy eating side of it, but it also incorporates the importance of physical activity into their exercise regimes, and also oral health. So we are brushing, the children brush their teeth every day at nursery, so the 3 elements make up that award. But obviously our menus are done on a 3-week rotational menu. It's a seasonal menu that we work off, and some days it's a starter and a main, and some days it's a main and a dessert, so it just gives them a bit more variance to try different tastes and textures and things. But yeah, it's done really well, isn't it? They do enjoy it. They do enjoy it.
I can tell by the response. Broccoli,
Really
number
And
one.
they do a lot of the snacks themselves.
Yeah.
We try and let them to cook their own food. They cook their own bananas and apples, and then they make the sandwiches on their own on the afternoon, or they might
I bet they
help
really
us.
enjoy doing that as well.
They do, and they have a lot of choice in it. We often give them a choice, so it might be a case that they have jam in the sandwich, or they might have cream cheese, or we had egg mayonnaise last week, where we let them choose what they're having, which is really important for them to choose what they like.
Yeah, and do you find that they obviously buy into it a lot more and actually eat the food once
Definitely.
they're...
If they're involved in it, they're more likely to enjoy eating it,
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
Yeah, it's a really important element to lean into. On that then, so coupled with the healthy eating, you talked about the exercise, so what sort of stuff are you doing with physical activity with them?
Well, obviously we do the dance.
Yeah.
We try and do like yoga. We do a lot of physical outside play. We have our pirate ship, which is
Pirate ship, that was
little
popular.
a climbing wall and a slide when there's a wobbly bridge.
Yeah.
Which the soft play room.
The bikes outside.
They love their bikes outside. We've little balance beams. But we just try and get outside, especially this time of year. They love it this time of year when it's fine weather. But in winter we go out and we just put our wellies and waterproofs on and still go outside, and they still love it. But if we can't, it makes no difference to them. They just like to be on the go.
They just like to be on the go.
They like to run,
I can tell.
climb. Yeah. They don't stop.
So, just a couple of things. So, what extracurricular activities do you have during the week? Obviously, we've touched on a few of the extra people that come in, this, that and the other. So, what sort of extra...
dance is definitely the one that's an extracurricular activity that also our 2-year-olds have access to in the week. So, it's not just for the 3 to 5s, it's for the 2-year-olds as well. So, they get a weekly session each. I am going to try and explore a bit more of like a Pilates, yoga, sort of well-being kind of activity session coming in. That'll probably be from the next term, from September onwards. So we'll try and look at getting somebody else extra in like that. We have spoke about possibly languages or sign language being something that we're looking at implementing as well, because we are actively using Makaton at nursery to communicate with children and things as well. So that might be nice to extend that little bit more with a kind of a weekly slot from somebody coming in externally for that.
Oh, brilliant. And then what about, obviously you've come here today, so thank you. I think they've enjoyed their adventure so far, and I'm sure it'll be an adventure going back. What other sort of trips out? Do you do trips in the local community? What do you do?
We love, well, obviously the school leavers have a trip every year, and we go into the farm for our school leavers trip this year, which they love going to explore that. We're hoping also to go to Hopetown this year over summer. Obviously, we like to support Darlington. So when the 2 of the cycle race came last year, we went and watched that, which they loved. It was hilarious watching them all, watching the bikers. We go into the town centre. We did the Christmas tree trail. We went to go to Hullabaloo. We went into town to see the petting zoo last week. We just like to get involved with everything that's going on locally, because it's so important. That's for them to get used to what's in. We go to the library. The library come. The
train. They like going to see the trains.
The library come every year. They come and read a story, and then we try and get down to see them to the library as well.
Brilliant. So my last question, I'm aware of time because the coat stand nearly fell over. Do you...
Just leave them here.
Do you... Sorry. Right. Do you accept funded places? Is the last question. So tell me a bit about that, please.
So funded places has changed massively over this sort of last year, and will change even in the September that's coming. So originally, children that only got funding were sort of your 3 to 4s that would get the nursery funding, and then the 2-year-old funding came in, but now the actual babies get funding from 9 months old. So from September 2025, every child will get 30 hours funding, which is huge and really good for working parents, to encourage them back to work, to make that childcare more affordable for them. So we get an array of funding places now. It's weird having baby places that are funded, but kind of got more used to it now. So it's really good scheme for parents, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for your time. If people want to find out more about the nursery, I'm trying to get the camera off Simon currently. If they want to find out more about the nursery, where do they go to find out more information?
So they can contact me directly at nursery, or they can call the main reception at the college and they can transfer them over to us. Our website is on the main college site as well. There's a childcare centre section on there as well for more information.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Lacey.
Thank you.
For coming in. Thank you for joining us at the end. It's fantastic. You've been a star. You all have. Thank you so much to everyone that's come down from nursery today. Obviously, the fantastic children. If you'd like to know more, visit darlington.ac.uk, and obviously there's a childcare section on the website where you can find out more information about the nursery if you want to get involved. We hope you've enjoyed the episode, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care.